What's that? Breaking news? No, it's just the Paper Boys rambling. Let's see what's happening in this episode.
Hey, welcome to today's program of the Paper Boys. That's Boyz. We're doing this downtown at the studio, a podcast studio at Star Media /Star Herald. We just were talking about getting started a program, and Wyatt said that his mother called him, and which gave me the idea of asking him, well, what did your mother call you when you were a little kid and she was scolding you? You know what he said? I was a perfect kid, so I never got scolded. Yeah. Okay, but when she did, on those rare occasions...
She listens to this, so she might not agree with me being a perfect kid. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, what did she say when she would get angry?
Well, I guess, as you asked, my middle name is William, so Wyatt William was probably what she would say.
Oh, okay. That's, Wyatt William. Greg, did your parents have a go-to name for you?
Well, just Gregory.
Gregory. Ooh.
Gregory, my official... birth name, so that and maybe some other things, but yeah, Gregory.
Yeah, I don't rightly recall what my mom ever called me. Mostly, never Richard. It was all I won't get into my real name. It's kind of like Rick, but a little extra Y at the end. I'd never forget him for that. But no, moving on. A couple things we need to talk about today or this week is Hotdog Nite's coming up.
Yes.
And
tomorrow night.
Well, it depends on what day where this airs.
So this will air on Friday, so last night.
Last night.
Thursday.
I'm sorry, last
Thursday,
night, yeah.
Now, so we're not going to be able to tell you right now how many hot dogs we ate. What was, we've all been around long enough, to do Hotdog Nights.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory of Hotdog Nights that you've participated in or consumed in?
I just always have came and had hot dogs. I don't know.
Even as a kid? I mean, you're young enough to be around the whole time of coming up and, okay.
I've probably gone to most of them in the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, I don't know.
So would you just make the whole trail of going up and eating a dog after dog after dog after dog?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Greg, you?
I would say growing up, when they kind of had Hotdog Night a little later, it would always be on my birthday.
Really? When's your
July
birthday?
15.
When?
July 15.
Oh, so it's just a few days later.
Right, but it would always be kind of that following. So I would always my mom would jokingly say, "Oh, we're going downtown for your birthday," or something like that. So
got a hot dog, free hot dog.
Yeah. So
are you a mustard or ketchup guy in a hot dog? Careful.
Probably ketchup.
Jeez.
I do like onions on it. I do, if I'm at home, I'll garnish it a bit, but usually both.
Other than the hot dog, what else do you guys do on Hotdog Night downtown?
The Dairy Barn's really nice. I love the Dairy Barn.
Kind of a precursor for the fair, right?
Yeah.
Get an ice cream cone
Always have to make a stop there, or the Wiener Dog races.
Okay.
Always,
people
fun.
Watching is fun.
Yeah.
I like to watch people.
Okay, well, but mine is I go with a hot dog. One or two of them's enough. But I do like the Dairy Barn ice cream shack there. It's kind of getting me in groove for the fair a couple of weeks down the road and get that pecan praline thing going. Oh, man.
So you mentioned you had one or two. Remember
hot dogs? Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. When we had a booth, there was those guys walking around with those white T-shirts, and they had, and they were just tallying how many they ate, and I think they
13
left.
come to mind? Does that remind?
Yeah, it was something like that, like 13
Oh.
hot dogs or something, and that's just. It's a great night. A lot of hot dogs being given out. 13 hot dogs might be too many.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of a takeoff on hot dog theme. You've seen these AI dog generated talk shows or these the Golden Retriever and Frenchie or whatever. Okay, so this one, they're sitting on the couch and they're watching the hot dog eating contest on Nathan's hot dog eating contest, right?
Joey Chestnut.
And right away they start thinking, ooh, man, we should get hot dogs. Well, their owner comes in and says, okay, I got to going golfing or something. I'll be gone for a few hours. Here's the whatever the grocery thing. When you order food, what do you call that?
Uber.
Uber Eats, yeah. So those two dogs get on our computer and they order Uber Eats and they ordered up 165 hot dogs. And the next picture is the two of them just lounging and eating all these hot dogs. And then,
oh my goodness.
Then they fall asleep and Dad comes home and yells at them. Anyway, I just sidetracked there. But and then another thing I see is I have, depending on what day this airs, I'm getting a haircut this week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got a haircut yesterday, according to Wyatt. This is on Friday. Okay.
It looks good.
What brings me to the mind is you guys remember getting your haircut as little kids.
Yeah.
And who your barber was and a special memory about that. Greg first.
Okay.
Well, back in the day, my dad...
When you had hair.
Yeah, so you had hair back then?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In high school, I had the greatest hair.
Really?
It was
long?
Oh yeah,
bushy.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was back kind of in the Bosworth days where you'd shave
the home mohawk thing.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, shaved on the sides, long in front and back a little bit. It just flowed. It was great, healthy. Yeah. Anyway,
did you play linebacker too, like Bosworth did?
No. But my dad had owned at that time probably 7-8 different hair shops. So my hair was always done by my dad.
Oh, cool.
Which was good and bad. Bad thing would be he'd like to experiment on me with either curls or the bob for a while in the 70s. I always looked good. And then some
that's a stretch.
Other things. I can just remember sitting in there and like after wrestling practice or something, I'd always kind of fall asleep, and he would have to swat me on the head with the comb to wake me up so I don't nod while he's cutting
you're
the
getting a
hair.
haircut?
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Okay, well, that's. Did you back in the day? You mentioned a comb. Did you ever carry a comb with you?
Yes, I'm sure I did. Yeah,
okay.
or a pick back when you had perms.
Pick?
When you had perms.
I got a perm too. Back
Yeah,
in the 70s.
I mean you got to have the pick, and so.
Wyatt, any pick in your carry-on baggage?
No, I didn't have very cool haircuts. When I was a kid, it was number 2 or something all the way around or whatever.
Number 2? Man, that's like shaving, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. No, or 3.
Would it be like a summer cut? Then would you get like a summer cut where it's
basically
shorter?
Year-round, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now I think they call it a buzz cut, but we called it a butch back in the day?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. That wasn't back in the day.
Well, who was your barber back in the day? Your mom?
So really early on, my mother would cut my hair just because all you had to do is basically shave it all the way around.
Yeah.
Then my aunt Donna in Hills, or my aunt Debbie here in Laverne would cut my hair. They both are hairdressers.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Mine dates back way back when I was growing up in Heron Lake, and our barber, the town barber, we always had one, and his name was Wally Radowitz, and he was a barber. And I remember going there as a little kid. And they put a board across the arms of the chair so you could sit up a little higher.
Yep.
And he always gave us gum at the end of the haircut, and he whistled.
Oh.
Not just, but bird sound whistling through the whole haircut thing. And
wow.
It was pretty cool. I remember that. And but I'm getting my haircut this week, and I much need one. Speaking about
do you guys, maybe this too personal for you guys, but do you guys like when? No, that's not too. It's not. Do you guys like when your barber or somebody talks to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I love that. I love the conversation, but I have some friends who just like to sit there in silence the whole time while they're getting a haircut.
Just get the job done.
Yeah, but I feel so awkward to me if you sit there in silence the whole time.
Yeah.
You gotta.
But I get mine done at Catherine's.
Yep.
And she has pictures of her family. There's all kinds of things to talk about. I'm curious as to what's going on there. But to follow up last week's program, to verify that my memory still is pretty good.
Okay.
We were talking about 4th of July memories.
Yeah.
And I had mentioned going to Okabena, the town, okay, which it didn't dawn on me until today, but still today, but even back then, in southwest Minnesota, the place to go for fireworks was Okabena, Minnesota, and then Worthington on Lake Okabena.
Oh.
So the two Okabenas was where you went. But anyway, as a kid, going to Okabena, Minnesota for the big 4th of July, so I brought up about that old car for the parade where they had these 2x10s sticking all the way through the car windows, and these old guys would be playing the trumpets or clarinets or trombones or the drums or whatever they're playing. That was their band. Well, this week in the Globe out of Worthington, they went over and did a kind of a picture collage of the 4th of July celebration in Okabena. And in the parade was that car with those guys. So they've been doing that for over 50 years, man. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's a neat little memory.
I wonder how many times they've had to replace the boards.
Don't know. Maybe they used them on a construction project during the course of the year.
Had a good
you never know.
stout board.
So much to the chagrin of Wyatt, thank God, the USA soccer team is out. They cheated.
Sad.
They had the president step in and help them. Didn't do much good.
So if I had to defend it here.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a buddy who's very invested into all things soccer. And he said one thing that everybody doesn't really realize is, like, I believe Ronaldo, you guys know who he is?
Yeah. I know a Ronaldo Nehemiah who was a fast track runner back in
No, not him.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Apparently he had a 2-game suspension before the World Cup started that they just waived because it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And a lot of times for the World Cup, they waive a lot of red flags throughout or red cards where it's not. They do it quite often, especially if it's a star player.
So what team does he play on?
Cristiano, he plays for Portugal.
Okay.
And they're out, I believe, too.
Oh, so he didn't help them to cheat either.
No. But
So cheating, what happened though?
So
not knowing.
One of our players, he's like one of our best players. Yeah. So he came down, or he went up for the ball, and he came down and he landed on the other team's player.
Just his ankle.
Ankle.
Yeah. Okay.
And kind of rolled his ankle, and I think he was fine.
Well, you never know with a soccer player. They go down like
probably
gotta have it amputated.
For 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And,
like a fish on hot tar.
If this was done on purpose, it would be a red card. It was egregious. But a lot of it's about intent. And apparently the FIFA president or the FIFA committee or whatever said that referee committee did not use VAR as intended or as they should have, as in-depth as they should have for that red card. And so they overruled it because it's really about intent.
Yeah.
And since there was realistically zero intent there both guys jumped up for the ball. Right. And this guy accidentally fell down on him.
So what's the difference between a yellow card and a red card other than the color?
So a yellow card is like a minor.
Okay.
And 2 minors equal a major. So if you get 2 yellow cards, that's equal to getting a red card.
They should have yellow and orange or something that make red, like 2 different cards.
Oh, 2 different colors.
Right, so it makes the...
I don't think
they should have 3 just for red, white, and blue for the country.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But Egypt 2 days ago, they gave a yellow card to the coach. To one of the coaches for Egypt, just because, he was really... they were in the 92nd minute, so it didn't really matter anyways, but he...
So what's the penalty when you get a yellow card? What do they do?
There's basically that. There's nothing...
They scold you.
Yeah, they scold you.
Okay, nobody gets a free kick or anything like that.
Well, they could. Depending on, the play. So, if I if Greg has the ball and he's...
Get that, Greg? Egregiously.
If Greg's running down the pitch and then...
Running down the what?
Pitch.
What's that?
Field.
Oh, jeez. Call it a field then.
That's just what they call it. I don't know. And I trip him, not going for the ball, basically.
Flagrant.
If it's pretty... and that's a yellow card, they'll give Greg a free kick from that spot. Or... you know, if it's in the box, which around the goal, then it'll be a penalty kick if it's something like that.
Yeah.
I was a temporary coach for JO volleyball on one of my daughter's teams because the coach didn't make it to the game on time and they're going to have to forfeit.
Okay.
So my one coaching tenure, I got yellow carded.
Oh, really?
I didn't know you couldn't yell at the ref.
Well, you know what? You said
Isn't that kind of like
Well,
just
that's what they're there for, right? I mean, come on.
But is this like a junior, you said?
It was Junior Olympics, so there could have been 8th, 9th, 10th, I don't know.
Yeah, and you're yelling at the referees. And
Well, they made a bad call.
and
I don't even know what it was. It was either in or out or something. I don't know.
And you know a lot about volleyball?
Kinda.
Oh, okay.
I know they play it on a court and not a pitch.
he just he just knew it was wrong.
Okay.
And
Well, I'll tell you what, though. This was before they came up with rally scoring, which, in my opinion, saved the sports of volleyball, especially in the younger years where you had to actually serve to get it over and then get a point.
Yeah.
Well, now it goes either way.
Yeah.
The defense can get a point or offense.
Yeah,
So,
I like that too.
yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So, Greg, you're all done with your deck. I think we've discussed that, right?
yeah, I've got a few fit and
Okay.
finished pieces.
Wyatt, you got any projects coming up that you need to do? You know,
None.
Got like put together a dish rack or anything for the sink, or you know, you got
You
the
still
shoe
have
rack,
a
right?
door handle to put in, doorknob.
No, nothing.
Doorknob?
Oh, I mean, I probably have to do that, but I'm not going to.
Landlord lady.
I've already switched out one on my deck because it wouldn't open right. I mean, it's not hard.
You have a
to.
doorknob on your deck?
Door to the deck, yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
door to the deck. Okay.
No,
You said
on the
that's
deck.
two
Yeah,
different
I've got a doorknob on the deck so people don't get in.
Okay.
So the Hotdog Nite is coming, went this week, and then Knock 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 is Fair Week, or Fair Month actually coming up, and get ready to go to that.
We got the Nutcracker Fest and dedication
the
and
scoreboard.
baseball game. And
July's a really busy month
it
in
is.
Laverne.
It is.
You know,
Well, when you only-
you got all that stuff with Hotdog Night, Buffalo Days, just not too far.
Yeah.
you know? And then
We pack it in on July. It's
Well, when you only get so many good weather days a year, you know, you kind of got to pack it all in.
yeah, well,
June
Greg
was
is already
nice.
kind of moping around. You know, it's almost mid-July.
Yeah.
You know, and we're talking back to school. I saw my first back to school ad over the weekend.
really?
Yeah,
yes,
did.
I know. For
Is that the first week of September? Or?
Well, here it is, but a lot of schools in South Dakota start in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, late August. So
Yeah, I was at the Redbird Senior Legion last night, and there was already some guys from Hills talking about football,
well, I don't blame them. I mean,
and I'm like,
they got to
Yeah, I
be excited.
know
They
it's
got to have a
coming
good
up.
team again this year.
yes,
Okay.
yes, they seem very optimistic, and so we'll have to see. But yeah, they're already looking for that. So
Well,
Don't blame them.
preseason NFL games start in August, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's not too far away either.
no, it's gonna fly by. So don't blink.
Yeah, I know. July 31st. is not
Yeah.
far off either.
I know.
All right. Anything else, you guys?
No, I think that's...
Are we gonna have to have a third here to keep the paper boys going?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Should we
that's up
start
to you
taking
guys.
applications or what?
You could diversify and have Paper Boys plus one, maybe, or you know,
It'd still be a paper.
paper team. You know, but
Paper
the
bro.
BOYZ is part of the logo.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't change that. You know,
Yeah. So if you feel like you might
Yeah.
contribute to this,
if
just
anybody's
let
ever
us
asked, I
know.
never know. I mean, I got nothing else.
I was going to say, Rick's probably going to be really bored.
Well, he's running for office, so
Yeah. And that'll keep him busy.
when he gets in, when he gets
Yeah, when
in,
he-
fingers because you're in my district, so
Well, I appreciate that support.
Not in mine, but, you know.
I'm glad. All right, guys. Thanks for this. And so I don't forget like I did last episode, Wyatt, would you be
Yes.
so kind as to tell our vast listening audience how to spread the word to tell other people to tune in to the Paper Boys,
Yeah.
BOYZ.
We are the Paper Boys on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and as well as YouTube. Or you can follow our Star Media page where we post the links to those every single week on Facebook.
Great. Thanks, guys. Talk to you next week.